Quick follow-up video to sort of explain what I was talking about here with the two battery boxes together at the bottom here. So this is the pedal hanger. It's this part where the pedals go. And it attaches on both sides. There's 3 screws on each side, a total of 6 screws, to hold this together, which basically forms the bottom structure. And all it does is keep this from laterally going up and down. And it also is actually the bottom of where the suspension bottoms out on, so that there's downward pressure here. And here's where it screws in to the hanger. You see the holes in the hanger, and then these holes. And these screws and these blind-ended channels aren't deep enough for the screw, so you can probably see this. That's screwed down as tight as I can get it. So I cannot tighten this screw any further than what it is, maximum torque. And there's still free play in here. So even if I put the additional screws in there, this is still wiggly, and there's still potential movement down here. So and if you multiply that small amount of movement times this long lever to go up to here, it's not providing any rigidity in terms of these individual battery boxes having lateral stress, which, as you can imagine before, when I mentioned that, this is where all your weight is on these screws. Not only is your weight pulling down, but any sort of lateral forces, this long lever of the box, anything that applies force to this long lever, this little angle right here then becomes essentially a pry bar, and you're trying to pry this screw out. So you're applying many, many more times your body weight of force, even just from turning and casual movement. And this should help resist that by providing some structure so that they all move together rather than trying to independently provide a little bit of angle to pull on those, to add extra force to those screws. But they're not doing that because this is not a rigid connection, because these holes are not drilled deep enough for the screws that they used.